Welcome to my sacred space, Taurus, for your November 2016 Tarotscope reading with me, Lara Lee. So, welcome, my Taurus friends. Are you ready for the super full moon in Taurus on November 18th? It's going to be crazy, and it's going to be amplified by the Scorpio season's intense, passionate energies. Things are going to get a little crazy. So, let's get started on your reading. Today I'm going to be using the Rider-Waite Tarot deck, which I love this deck. It's great. I resonate with it, and I think it's good to use this one now because I'm trying to teach you guys more about the symbols on the card so that you can better resonate with the message, and if you should recognize a symbol outside of these videos, you'll understand what it means. So the added guidance card I'm going to be pulling from my Vintage Wisdom Oracle deck, which is a lovely deck that I enjoy. It's beautiful with the vintage images, but it has really great meanings on the cards. So that's what we're going to be using for the added guidance. So let's get started. We're starting off the reading with the Knight of Swords, and the Knight of Swords is very upbeat, cheerful energy. It can also suggest that your physical, mental, emotional, or spiritual energy is at a peak. So when I pull this card, I always know I'm going through like a spiritual peak. And I can tell because my senses become heightened and information just flows very freely to me. So that's part of this card. And the other part of this card is saying that something that you are seeking is seeking you out. Notice this horse on his steed, which to me, the steed represents freedom, your life, and your journey. And he's charging forward. Just be careful to make sure that you're paying attention where you're going when you're charging forward. And you're not losing sight of your goals and what you need to accomplish. Okay, Taurus? The next card that I pulled is a really nice card, and I love it when it comes into play in this position because it's in the reverse position. It is the Eight of Swords reversed. And what this tells me is that you're ready to take important steps in your life. You're ready to make pivotal changes that need to happen, and you're ready to move beyond your fears and self-imposed limitations. So it seems really good. It's like we're coming into this with some really cheerful, upbeat energy. We're moving forward. Our energy is peaking, and we're growing and we're building and we're vibrating at a higher frequency. And then we're saying, you know what? It's time to get out of this rut that I've boxed myself into, and it's time to move forward. Can't deal with you today, fear. I ain't got no time. Ain't got no time for no fears or no self-limitation. Just do it. Drop the reins of your horse and let the horse just take you. Sometimes you just gotta do that. In fact, I had said that to my friend the other day. I said, you know, my readings have just exploded with information. Not that it wasn't, you know, full of information before, but what I mean is that the energy and the information is just flowing to me like crazy. It's oozing out of me, and I feel like it's because I, in my mind, let go of the reins I was grasping so tightly to steer my intuition where I wanted it to go, and thus it led me to where I wanted to go all along. But in reality, I wasn't holding the reins at all. So by me letting go was me taking these reins to steer this horse in the way that I wanted to go. If that makes sense. You just have to let go and just do it. Sometimes you just got to do it, Taurus. Then the last card that I pulled for you is the Five of Swords, and generally this is a card of conflicts. Like as you can see, this guy's looking at the other people. Everybody's all battle weary. He's got all these swords, and it's like you kind of won this little battle, but what are you left with? You're not left with these people. You're just left with these swords. What is that going to do for you, you know? He's kind of smirking like, hey, I won, but at the end of the day, he's by himself and all these people are hurt. So generally, this card is saying, pick your battles wisely. If you don't have to be in a battle or a conflict, don't put yourself in it. It's going to dull your vibes. It's not worth it. This card is also about having mixed feelings about people. and situations in general. And it's saying don't ignore those feelings, but don't necessarily act very harshly on those feelings. Like I said, pick and choose your battles. You can have mixed feelings about people, but just think twice before you really let it rip on somebody. Okay, Taurus? And I feel like these cards actually, all of them, tie in very nicely with the added guidance card that I pulled for you, which is the compassion card. And I always tell everybody your compassion is incomplete if it doesn't include yourself. Okay? Have compassion for yourself. Just realize you're just doing the best that you can. Let go of those fears. It's natural to have fears. It's a part of our life process, in my opinion. But be sure to give yourself compassion and to give others compassion. Compassion is the answer to everything. It's the high road. It's taking the higher perspective in life. And when you take the higher perspective in life, you gain a better understanding of yourself and of others. So it's most definitely worth it. Well, Taurus, I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please like, share, comment, subscribe. If you would like a personal reading with me, please feel free to visit some of my web pages below in the description box. I am currently building a new website, so I don't have a lot of the packages and services that I offer on my current page. If you are looking for something in particular and you don't see it on my webpage, feel free to shoot me an email and I'd be glad to answer any questions you have. Until the next time, Taurus, nothing but big warm hugs from me to you. Take care, and I hope you make out well with the super full moon in your sign. Okay? Take care.